Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So about a month ago, I asked you guys, why do you want to come to Vietnam? Or if you are already here in Vietnam, why do you want to be here? And the answers that I put down was work, vacation, marriage, cheap drinking, and did I put that right? Find David. I don't know why that one got more votes than drinking. I appreciate you guys, thank you. So I want to talk about these different answers and give you my 2 cents on these reasons to come to Vietnam, how you can benefit from it, or at least, just my 2 cents of what I wish I knew when I first came to Vietnam. Number 1, work. If you're coming to Vietnam to work, great. There's a lot to do right now. This is actually the best time to come in a long time. That sounds horrible. Because of the pandemic, a lot of teachers went home because schools were either A, not paying them, B, people just wanted to go home to their families, or C, the government was shutting down schools. My advice for you on coming here to work is to have your TEFL already. Check the link below. I have a discount. I think it's like 15% off. It's a full-on TEFL program. I've used it in Thailand. I've used it in Vietnam. And I also used it when I was in Japan for a few months. So check that out because you do need to have a TEFL to teach out here. You also need to have a degree. And this question does come up a lot. Can you teach in Vietnam if you don't have a degree? The short answer is no. If you want to teach, you don't have a degree, Cambodia is a good spot to go because they don't require one by law to get a work permit out there. And you get paid enough to live a pretty comfortable life out there and even save money. If you do have all the stuff that you need to get a job out here, that's why you're out here, make a really good CV. Get your pretty face on that CV. I'm dead serious. Everybody on Facebook asking you to apply for them. They want to see your CV, your paperwork, your passport. They also want to see a picture of you. So cut the nonsense, put your picture on there, have your face on the CV. That is something that you must do, you should do. And it will also put you ahead of the game in regards to other people that are applying for jobs. They'll see your picture on the CV and they'll have more interest. Check out my teaching book in Vietnam. There's a link below. That one's half off right now if you want to pick up that book. It's an awesome book. Teaches you how to teach and everything like that. It's a great tool. And also I have another book for activities. There's like 30, 35 activities in there that you can do in Vietnam because they're going to ask you to play a lot of games. That's kind of a thing about Vietnam education. It's supposed to be fun, not so much educational. However, these activities put the fun into the education, so it's a really cool thing. So again, check the link below, DavidrockUSA, if you want to check those out. Number 2 came in at about 43%, so it's almost half, and it was for a vacation. If you're coming to Vietnam for vacation, I got great news for you. The government wants you here. That's exactly what the government's doing. Check out my other video I did a couple days ago talking about my thoughts on the future of Vietnam. From what it looks like through the government documentations and how they're rolling things out, is they really just want to have tourists here, do your 30 days of enjoying time, spend your money, and then get out of here. It's that simple. That really seems like what it's doing. So if you are doing that, first decide where you want to go to Vietnam. But 30 days, you're not going to really be able to embrace the country that fast and all of it. To kind of break down how it is, the South is going to be more hot. It's going to be more city life. It's going to be more beaches that you're probably used to. You're going to have more sweet-based food. If you're looking more culture-based, you want to see more of the old history of Vietnam, I strongly recommend Central Vietnam. Getting to central spots of Vietnam, you're going to start seeing like old French buildings. You're going to see where the government used to be. And this is kind of a thing a lot of people don't know. The capital of Vietnam is Hanoi, but it wasn't always. And a lot of the capital during the French kind of merge or takeover, however we want to call it, most of it was in the center of Vietnam. So that's a cool spot to go. And then the last spot is North Vietnam. North Vietnam is a lot of country. It's a lot of beautiful stuff. Yeah, you have Hanoi, the big city, which is a lot different than Saigon. But you also have like Hai Giang, you have Sapa, Lao Cai, Lai Châu. You have all these country-based areas where you see a lot of minority people. Keep that in mind when you're deciding to come here on vacation, what you should do. In regards to what you should pack, it really depends. I don't recommend bringing 5 suitcases. You're going to regret it. And a lot of stuff that you could buy in Vietnam is really cheap compared to what it would cost back home. So I would kind of pack how you would. Check out what you should pack when you're coming here and what I actually packed when I came back out here. Really, if you're only here for 3 to 4 weeks, you really want to pick a part of Vietnam to focus on. Marriage in Vietnam is a pretty big thing, actually. A lot of Westerners come out here to get married. Some stay, some go back home. I've actually had a lot of friends that were from Australia and America that I've known out here for a long time, 3, 5, 7 years. Got married, stayed in Vietnam for 3 or 4 years, and decided to just go back to Australia or go back to America. So you do have options. In regards to getting married out here, there is some paperwork. I will link some of the spots down below on the sites that I looked into. If you see my very old videos, I was in a position where I was considering to get married. So I talked to a lawyer and I got all the documents. I pretty much did everything to the final signature with the government document that makes us husband and wife. Check the links below if you're interested in that process on the documents you need. Some of them might have changed since. If you do get married in Vietnam, I strongly suggest just getting a lawyer. Anyways, that's probably a smart thing to do because you are not a citizen, so it's going to be a little different for you. You also want to consider this, and a lot of people don't get this, and I've had a few friends, actually 2 friends that were Australian that got married, that were side-blinded by this. When you marry in Vietnam, you don't marry the girl, you marry the family. So do keep that in mind. This isn't for all Vietnamese girls. Some you'll marry that they'll just kind of go away with you. This is something that you'll kind of pick up on the vibe when you're with her. Obviously, don't get married because you met her on Tinder or Cupid Vietnam or something like that. Like, don't just marry somebody randomly like that. Be smart about it. Come out here, meet her, stay with her. There's a few people that comment below and under the like button that leave comments that are coming out here to get married, and they're doing the right thing. They've talked to them, they're knowing them, and now they're coming out and living with them to see who they are. Because people can be very different from the chat to who they are in real life. Everyone has a different side to them. The big benefit of getting married out here is you can get a 5-year TRC. You do need to renew it. You cannot become a citizen of Vietnam. I know a lot of people have told me over the years that you can. There is a process to actually be naturalized to Vietnam. In that regard, though, you do get a TRC. Now, if you do take your wife back to your home country and she marries there, I believe she keeps her citizenship. I don't know. But anyways, that's the marriage thing. If you are getting married and you are going to throw a Vietnam wedding, please invite me. I love them. I will give you the $500,000 in the envelope. I just want all you can drink beer. I'm selfish. And I'll sing a song for you. Number 4 was cheap drinking at only 3%, which surprised me. Now, drinking in Vietnam, it is very cheap. It's ridiculously cheap, actually. You're looking between 30 to 50 cents a can of beer if you just go to a little store. If you buy the big 24 cases, you'll get down to like 20 to 25 cents a can. And a lot of the co-ops will have deals. If you buy like 4 cases, I know this sounds like a lot, but I mean, you could buy your beer for like the week and 4 cases, damn. If you buy like 3 or 4, they'll discount it like 30% or something like that. Now you're getting beer for like 10 cents. If you need cheaper, and there is another option, it's called Beer Hoy. This is a more of a northern beer, but you find it in the south of Saigon, where you get a liter of beer for like $1. It's very cheap, really just bad alcohol, and it's not filtered correctly. You could actually get sick off of drinking it, and it's not relative to alcohol poisoning. I don't recommend making it like your daily go-to beer unless you'll find it at restaurants. You really will find this in the north a lot. It's very, very common. They'll sell you like a little yurt of it, and it'll give you like 4 or 5 cups of beer when it would cost you to buy 1 can of beer in a store. So it is something to do. If you're buying like American beer like Corona, or sorry, that's Mexican, but Budweiser, oh, that's not even American. Is there American beer anymore, guys? If you buy any of that, like American or Western or non-Vietnamese beer, it does get a little more expensive where you're looking like $1, $1.50 per can or bottle. Wine is pretty popular out there. Apple wine, again, if you're in the north, they like to do like the wine with the fruit and stuff like that. Rice wine is popular. It's pretty much part of the culture. There's a lot of YouTubers. I even did a video on that where I was talking about this girl that was reviewing Vietnam, and she complained about the drinking culture and how it made her feel uncomfortable. And this is true. Vietnamese pretty much drink all the time. The men, women really not as much. Like they'll drink like half a cup and they'll be like, I'm done, Like, they're more conservative with how they drink. You will actually spend a lot of money drinking. That's a big reason why I quit, to be honest, why I quit when I was in Vietnam. To find David, this got 14%. 14, right? 14%. That got more than work. That almost got as much as married. I got amazing people that follow and watch me. I love you guys for that. If you do want to get a hold of me, because I am in Vietnam, I'm in Thailand, Cambodia, I'm moving around, I'm just doing what I do. If you do want to get a hold of me, check out the website, DavidrockUSA. On the bottom right, there's a contact me. If you click on that message, definitely check that out. The links below, if you look in the description, you'll see my email, my Facebook, Instagram is on there. So there's all those social medias that you can contact me on. You can also contact me here. Just leave a comment below. And I really do try to reply to everybody. And I enjoy that you guys did the survey with me, voted on some stuff. It looks like most people are either here for a vacation or to find me. I don't know if I should be worried about that, but it is cool to hear that. So maybe I'll do a video down the road about vacationing in Vietnam, what you can do. Until then, guys, I will see you again.